Hello, you amazing men of the Good Man Project. I am Allana Pratt, your intimacy expert, and I'm also a mom, and my son and his friend are in there making grilled cheese sandwiches. By 12, he can make grilled cheese sandwiches on his own. I love it. What I wanted to tell you this week are 3 things not to do with a crying woman. And the way it came about was I had a really shitty day. And then I had to lead the men's group call in my men's membership, my Get Her to Say Yes membership. And normally I just go through, they give the update, their successes and what they want to dive into during the call, and then I just laser coach everybody. And I still did some of that on the call, but then I said, okay, I have something that I'm going to try. I never tried it before. I'm going to be authentic right now, and I'm about to cry, and I'm going to go through each of you. I think there was maybe 6 guys on the call, maybe 7. And I'm going to go through each of you, and I'm going to walk you through how to be with a woman who's crying. And they were all like, okay, let's do it. So we started off, and I said, hey, honey, how was your day? And I said, shitty. And so this is the first thing not to do, is to make a joke. Maybe if it's just like a lighthearted normal thing, or she's just like a little upset about something, maybe jokes are great. But when she's like really upset, and then you make a joke, I said, I want to punch you and throw you across the room right now. Try again. And so I said, just say, wow, honey, what? Tell me more. And then the depth and presence of him like really being there with me burst into tears, because I'm like holding it together until I feel like the banks of the river are right there, and then I just want to surrender. So it was perfect. And then the floodgates opened. Another thing don't do. Oh, these men, I love them so much, and they love me so much, and they just didn't like to see me upset. So they kept saying things like, it's going to be okay, or let's look on the bright side, or it's going to get better, which is a way of fixing me. And it just made me angry. And so instead of fixing her, just be present. Wow, that sounds like it sucks. I'm so sorry. Tell me more. Low voice, from the gut, presence, no fixing. And then I just felt safe, and I could actually move through the emotions myself. I didn't need to be fixed, but they held this beautiful space, and it was so nourishing. Okay, next, I sort of let them do what they wanted to do, and then I told them how it made me feel, and then I kind of coached them or tweaked them, and then they did it again, and then again I got more tears. I mean, I was sobbing on the call. So another thing they wanted to do is they wanted to hold me or make me put my head on their shoulder, and that containment when I'm like borderline angry, tears, freaking out, crying, I'm just like, no. So give her space, but don't go away. Maybe just put one hand on her arm, her leg, her shoulder, maybe the small of her back, just so that you're connected, but she's still got freedom to move, and that gives the energy a lot more space to leave. Yeah. And the last one, clearly don't fix her. I mean, everybody tells men not to fix, right? But fixing is actually making however she's feeling not okay and trying to change it. So fixing her could be like, it's going to be okay. Let's look on the bright side. What's the big picture here? It's going to get better. That's saying, shut up, stop being so upset, in parentheses, right? So don't fix, just go, wow, I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. What else? Just presence. Oh, by the end of the call, I was so nourished by all these incredible gentlemen. And then at the very end, as we were kind of wrapping it up, they wanted to sort of go into the future and go into it's going to be okay, or go into the overall, what was the meaning, what's right about this? And I'm still not there. And so I coached them to say at the end of the crying, tell me what you need. Tell me what you need, babe. And I really took it in. I'm like, I need a bath. Would you run me a bath? That would make me so happy. You would be my hero if you'd run me a bath. And one of the gentlemen was like, I don't do that. I don't know how to do that. So it was really cute. So I'm like, well, that's not being a pussy. That's being so caring, so loving, so supportive, so taking care of her. You're now going to create a cocoon, a sanctuary for her to melt into. You're amazing. Okay, so this has been a long video, but I hope it helps you. And if you join the membership, all the calls are recorded. The coaching calls are recorded. It's exquisite. I've been getting emails from the guys now for 24 hours of how raw and intense and in the moment that coaching was. It wasn't just talk about something in the past so you can have a better experience in the future. It was right here, Allana, a mess. And it was exquisite. so vulnerable, so connected, so intimate. So thank you, all you guys that were on the call, and any of you watching out there. Just know you can be the most incredible, safe space for a woman to go through her own emotions, get to the conclusion on the other side, and know that you were the one that helped her through. Not by helping her or fixing her, but just being there. You will be her hero. So if you'd like to learn more about that membership I spoke about and my free report and video series, go to gethertosayyes.com, sign in, and let me love you. All right, until next time, next week, all my love.